today's game. It looked like, pretty much a stalemate for the first, 60, 70 minutes of the game, and then they got that goal, and it kind of, I don't want to say took the wind out of your sails, but it definitely noticed a downturn in energy.
Yeah, I think it was like an even game. Like we had half chances in the first half. They had half chances. We were doing well. We were very compact, and we could have done more, maybe offensively, but we were doing what we were supposed to do. Then in the second half, the game became a little bit open, but in a way that the first chance that we conceded, I think, is on a corner, second ball, and Reynoso made a great play when he hit the bar, and then we had the chance to with Ryan with the post, so it was pretty even game, and we were trying to attack more in behind the line, and we were having a little bit more of space, and that's the reason why we scored. Then after the goal, actually, instead of getting, I would say, being fueled by the goal, we dropped a lot. I don't know if it's, I don't know what it was, to be honest. We couldn't sustain the pressure up front, so we dropped a lot, and in one of these play, they scored actually a nice goal, and we were going a little down. They were being, I would say, winning the half and half battle from 75 on. That's the reason why I made the two changes on putting Tristan and Toss, kind of more defensive suited player than Daho and Pedro, because I thought that the point would have been probably good, and having Toss up top, maybe in a corner or something. But after 1 minute, we unfortunately made a big mistake on the second goal. Then they scored also a great goal from 25 yards, but we gave them the ball, and the third goal is another big mistake, unfortunately, because we didn't get up. So yeah, it's a teaching lesson that if you're not ourselves on top 100% for 90 minutes, that's the only way for us to make points.
How much of an impact did Kubas going off have?
Well, a little for sure, yeah, but he was injured, so that's of course a different player than Leo. But Leo, I think when he came on, he missed a couple of passes, but he also played two or three good balls. He won the ball back, so it's a different player, and probably Andres allow us to be more aggressive in the midfield and to not to drop. So, but we needed to live with that, and I actually thought as soon as we scored to put a midfielder more to play 5-3-2. But while we were thinking to the sub, they scored immediately. Let's try to win home. So that's that's the thought process there.
Yeah, back to those substitutions with Ricketts coming on and the Blackmon coming on. It almost felt like that for 1 or 2 minutes after that, there was a little bit of chaos on the field. Do you think in hindsight, I know hindsight is always 20/20, that would you have done those substitutions again?
Of course, sometimes you put players and they become the hero because they score, like Cava. I made also the Cava substitution and he scored. I would probably, I don't know. I wanted to be more defensive. That's the reason why I put Tristan instead of Daho wide. I wanted a guy that he has technical capacity, he's fast, but he's also a good defender, and I think Daho was suffering a little. Pedro was mainly because he never played 90 minutes, and his intensity was going down, and we needed a different guy up top. So that's the thing. But as you said, in hindsight, it's 2020. Probably, if we waited a couple of minutes, maybe we are commenting a tie instead of a loss. So it's okay.
How did you see the last goal? Like what?
I thought the last goal we should have get up much higher. I think I don't know who kept the guy on side, but they told me, the referee, no, it's clearly on side. So I trust them, and it's a big mistake. I would say for me even bigger than the first goal, because the first goal, it's can happen to miss a pass and give the ball to the other team, and then we have to defend. In fact, they had to score a fantastic goal. When you make that mistake that you don't follow the ball and you keep everyone on side, it's easy for the other team to score, unfortunately. But mistakes happens, and we need to learn from mistakes, and we need to be better next Wednesday. Yeah.
Thank you.
Tough game today. On a bit of a brighter note, Pedro Vite seemed to do quite well. He plays very intelligently. His head is always up, looking for that progressive pass. What do you rate his
well,
work
very
today?
good. He made a fantastic assist. I think he needs to be a little stronger playing in the middle of the park. Those 2-3 times. I think if he used his body better, he could have done even in a breakaway or 1v0 or. But I think his game was very, very positive, to be honest.
And with Godinho stepping out with an apparent injury, you're very, very thin on the wing backs right now. How does that leave you looking for Cincinnati? Or is he?
We need to again invent something. We have two games, and we'll evaluate. We have Ryan, we have Daho. We'll evaluate. I think Guth is not going to be ready, and we'll evaluate Marcus. And if not, we'll try Tristan again or Jake. And we need to work with the players that we have, for sure.
What's the status with Kubas? Because we were told that he was dealing with a groin injury.
Yeah, well, it's not an injury. It's like more of a kind of a pain. It's very fastidious, and it was actually in our idea going for maybe 60-65 minutes. But at the end of the first half, he said, "No, I'm not comfortable. I don't wanna continue and risk to get injured." So we have 1,500 games after that, so we need to make points there. Yeah.
Coach, what were your thoughts on the first half? No goals in the first half again. What is your thoughts on that?
I think actually it was good. We had a lot of half chances. I remember the one with Daho crossing inside. Couple of times we could have break their line, and it was like literally 1v1, and like a last second it was touched. So yeah, I think actually we played. I think we played well until we scored the goal. I don't like what we did after we scored the goal because we didn't press, and when we were not pressing, we were dropping too much in our box and leaving them. But again, it happens against good team, and we've been punished.